Alright, so I'm working on the Chevy Equinox. We had a ball joint failure. I rode in it a couple weeks ahead of time with him. I rode to Urbana with him and back, and I told him, man, that ball joint sounds pretty loose. I think he said, "Oh, is that dangerous?" And I said, "Yeah, it can be if it comes apart, but usually they make noise for a while before they come apart." It must have been making noise for a while. I wouldn't have rode in it if I'd known this, but whoop. That's the ball joint. That's supposed to go in there and stay in there, and it's worn out. And it comes in and out. You can turn it a little bit. Sometimes it'll stay. No, it's not. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it stays. Turn it. It comes out. So, yeah. Luckily, he was not, driving down the road at speed when this failed. He was turning the car around, in front of his house. And it decided to pop apart. Thank goodness. Because it would have been a catastrophic failure if this happened even at 35. Let alone if you're going down the highway at 55 or 65. Catastrophic. We're talking it's a life-ending event, most likely. It's going to pull you off the road into a pole and kill you. So, you're not, when your ball joints are rattling, you'll know because you'll hit bumps. And when you hit bumps, you hear, and sometimes when you're going over uneven terrain, you'll hit click, click, click. That's your ball joint, right? And this just has the one lower ball joint. It doesn't have an upper ball joint like a Honda or something. But, yeah. You have to check those things once in a while. Usually when you take it somewhere and get the oil changed, they check the ball joints. But when you don't change your oil, well, this happens. So I got the cheap ball joint. I'm just going to grind these 3 out and put bolts through there. I normally replace lower control arms. I'm just trying to save him some money and, fix this as cheap as possible because it honestly doesn't have much longer left in it. It's going to be going to the junkyard soon. But I got an axle from Rock Auto. It was $25, and I got this ball joint $4.10, and I got 2 of them. So I'll have an extra one, number one, because this ball joint fits a bunch of different GMs. Or I'll check the one on the other side, see if it's about ready to go. Usually the passenger sides wear out first, just because they get the salt and stuff splashed on them all the time on the passenger side. But, I don't know if that one's ever been replaced before or whatever. I know I replaced this whole lower control arm 5 or 6 years ago. And I used the cheapest Chinese eBay one I could find at the time, right? Because he didn't have any money then either, So we'll try to get it back together and get it on the road and get it out of my garage. Alright, I figure I might as well let you see me grind. Grind away.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive.
Shit, I'm on fire. Yeah, I got myself on fire. Look at that. Holy crap. Woo, doggy.
Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. I wanna hear about everything you're ever thinking. You know that I can take the truth. And call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. Things are gone.
Let me get a chisel and hammer it under there.
On us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need to cry. Come, love, share my pillow, and rain, rain, go away. Been some time since you fixed me. I'll never forget your time. I know if I need it, you'll always believe my eyes. Crying on my pillow, rain, rain, go away. Rain, rain, go away.
So normally I would not do this. I would replace the lower control arm with the new ball joint. But he's a friend. I know he don't have a lot of money. I'm just trying to help him out. Let me try hitting it again and see if this third one will pop out. And see if these will come loose. go. Sweet. All right. So, a little work to get those out. I don't know, it took, what, a half hour? Oh, my battery's going low. Here it is. So we'll just wire brush this off and clean it up, and we'll put our new ball joint on here. And it's got these heavy duty bolts that go in and go around it, you know, and lock washers. So it stays on there, and then you can replace this ball joint by itself. And the good thing is, once you do that, it's easy to replace the ball joint if you don't need to do control arm bushings. It's easy to just put the bolts in and go for it. But yeah, and we'll get the axle and get it put back together. Get this side driving, then we'll have to check the ball joint on the other side, and we might have to do the same thing over there. So this is the kind of stuff I do in the evenings. You know, it's a Tuesday night. I'm gonna go in, wash up, take a shower, put my old sweatshirt in the washer, which now has a nice burn hole. And we'll work on getting this all cleaned up, put back together, get it out of my garage. And then I think I'm going to have to clean the garage because things are getting kind of messy in here. There's too much stuff. Stuff needs to go down to the shed, needs to be cleaned up. So I'll have to work on that next. But, yep, that's what we're doing. Having the fun. All right, this is Tom, your Frugal Prepper. I'll talk to y'all later.